Hello everyone, I'm Tracy. Thank you so much for being here today. So today's video is going to be my attempt to honor the victims, the people of this tragedy that I've been reporting on. And because it's the 1 year anniversary today, so it's been exactly a year since the fire ripped down the town of Lahaina and took the lives of many people. So I wanted to put something together. Just a little bit of it is kind of like a reminder for those of us who don't want to forget what happened, but also for those of you that are a little bit newer. I picked things from previous videos that I thought were the most significant, the most revealing, and just content that I'm most proud of. So I just have 5 right here. And this is going to go back to one of my very first videos. So speaking of one of my very first videos, the whole reason that I'm able to do this is because the second video I made on Maui went into the history and cultural significance of Lahaina. So I'll let you see what I said back then. The area of Lahaina was the Hawaiian capital from 1820 to 1845 under the rule of King Kamehameha II. After 1945, it was moved to the capital of Honolulu, where it is till this day. The area of Lahaina was used by the monarchy and the chiefs to gather, to make decisions, and to have ceremonies. And it's also the site of ancient burial grounds of the Hawaiian monarchs. And that is, till this day, my most viewed video of all time. Another video or series of videos that I made that I think are extremely significant and has had a very big impact on the world regarding this topic is the reportings of the aftermath damage, mainly the blue items that were left and the unusual damage at the Pentecostal church.
Now I want to talk about do and what it can and can't do. This is a patent for microwave transmission using a laser-generated plasma beam as a waveguide. It details plans for a device that uses short pulses from high-energy lasers to ionize the air they travel through, creating a conductive trail of plasma that can reflect microwaves. By arranging these lasers into a ring configuration, they create a hollow tunnel or tube that channels microwaves like water through a pipe. This allows the microwaves to be contained within the beams without spreading out like they normally would. Here you can see the plasma beams arranged into a ring formation, containing the microwaves inside the beams until they make contact with a non-blue surface that contains metal or water. Strange burn patterns show that some things can do the do better than others. In this photo, Eric West investigates 2 cars that were in a small patch of burnt grass surrounded by completely unburnt structures. The aluminum and glass appear to have melted into a runny liquid, but the singed fur of an animal remains under the hood. A fire investigator determined that this particular area was not ignited by power lines or from arson, and that temperatures reached nearly 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit to completely liquefy glass and aluminum. These are the blue umbrellas at Tommy Bahama's on the corner of Papalaua and Front Street. They appear to have been insulated from the heat somehow and completely outlasted the metal building behind them. The southeast corner of the Lahaina Pentecostal Church was also irradiated, but the only affected areas include the ceiling in the southeast corner and a wooden beam bisecting the south half of the ceiling, which housed the wire for a light fixture, another of which is seen still intact on the north half of the ceiling. This is direct evidence of directed energy, specifically microwaves in this case, whereby metals in the wire functioned as an antenna to receive and transduce microwaves into infrared heat and electricity, just like foil in the kitchen microwave. It's not combustion. It's sublimation and calcination due to transduction from microwave irradiation.
Another part of my research that I'm very proud of is my interviews with Clyde Holokai, who is a retired assistant police chief who has been a whistleblower for the corruption and the problems going on with the Maui Police Department, and that relates to some of the tragedies that happened during the fire.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity, Tracy. I appreciate it, and what you're doing is really important. You're also at 28 years with the police department at the time I retired. Why I'm speaking out is because a lot of people right now are afraid to. I mean, this is a chief who came in on his first day and told everybody, if you go against me, I will fillet you.
Yeah.
And he's done it. They've seen him do it. And I've been in front of that commission, the police commission at times, and it always appeared like they wanted more and more control of the department. That is against their bylaws. They're not to have any sort of say in operational day-to-day business of the department. They hold accountable the chief, period. Out of Mark Whitaker's own mouth, he did say that he has accomplished everything we have asked him. And if he's accomplished it, what are they doing? They're running the day-to-day. So they're sitting there, they're wondering what lieutenants are doing. And it was just like this. Who are you? Get out of here. Who are you? Leave. These are guys who had been there and done their time and sweat and bled for this community for years prior to, and they're being dismissed like this.
Another very significant part of the research that I conducted is finding out that the TOD plans align with the area that was burned in Lahaina. And we're able to look at the burn patterns and match it up to those plans, the redevelopment plans. And this bill was actually put on hold, or it died on either the House or the Senate floor. And what they're going to be doing, a few things. So I found 3 sections of this bill that supports the fact that they are taking the land from the landowners that lost their property and then some.
Not just Lahaina, but all of the West Side. This was a very bad bill. It was poorly written. It did not support the original property owners, and it was a proposal to turn all of Lahaina into basically a Disneyland. They wanted walking paths and high-rise buildings. And the idea was that all original property owners would buy in to this. It's basically like a co-op. If you're familiar with New York City or how co-ops work, you sell off your shares of what you originally owned, and then you own a portion of this new development. So you don't get to rebuild on your original land. You basically get an equivalent to what your property was worth in a new development. So you might be on the 5th floor of some high-rise building, and that's your option. So you basically traded your original property for this.
And one really significant and surprising opportunities that I've had, going through this is my opportunity to write a book. And in that book, I put most of my research that I've done and then some. I was able to go into more detail and provide more information that I was not able to share on this channel. Close out by reflecting on this past year. And I want to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who is watching out there, everyone that watched the video, who is subscribed, liked, and shared any one of my videos. I'm now approaching 100 videos on Maui, or since my Maui reporting. If you consider the shorts, this is over 100 videos that I have published since the first Maui video I did. And none of that would have been possible. I wouldn't have done any of this if it weren't for you all and the overwhelming support that I've received from my viewers and my subscribers. And I did a video kind of early on expressing the main motivating factor that was kind of propelling me to continue. And I'll let you hear it right here. I do feel a calling, like a higher power, kind of like encouraging me to continue this. Don't just drop it, because there are people that are not able to stand up for themselves, not able to speak for themselves. and that, you know, I was able to do that. I can't really explain it. It's just, I just feel this huge sense of responsibility, and not in a bad way. Like, I've been given this opportunity to help people and to make the world aware of the truth. So I'll close this out with saying that I am so appreciative of everyone's support. It's an honor that I'm able to do this research and share that with the world. And I'm forever grateful. My main goal really is to educate and let as many people know, you know, what's really going on, and to call out the people that are responsible for these horrific events. So again, thank you all for being here, and for anyone that lent their support. And I was able to meet some of the most wonderful people that I never expected to be able to meet. And I'm forever grateful for that. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for everyone who has ever watched a video. And I will continue doing my best to provide the best content that I can. So with that, I will see you all soon. Bye.